What's up, weirdo? Shadetree wrong channel. Just kidding, Josh. I know there's only one Swamp Hobo Wizard. Please don't send the bog monsters after me when I come down to Florida for a visit. In all seriousness, I want to make a response video to Shadetree Surgeons about bikes that he'd like to see come back. I don't have nearly the history with motorcycle riding that he does, but there's a few bikes out there that I wish were still being made. The first bike up is the Honda Valkyrie, also known as the GL 1500C. But I'm not talking about any Valkyrie, oh no. That's right, I'm invoking the Rune. In the final year of production, the engineers at Honda decided to channel the dark arts to give the Valkyrie a proper send-off. They bumped the flat 6mm from 1520cc to 1832cc, or 111 screaming cubic inches. Some styling cues were changed, and lo, one badass muscle cruiser was born. Aside from the Rocket 3 and V-Rod, when I think of a muscle cruiser, this bike immediately comes to mind. Unfortunately, the Valkyrie started losing steam, and all but the standard model was left after 2001. 2003 saw the standard offered in your favorite color, as long as it was black, and that was the last year of the original Valkyrie. But hey, at least they gave us the Rune. Next up is the Moto Guzzi Liman. Moto Guzzi's first ever sports motorcycle hit the scene and was named after this race. You might have kind of heard of it, the 24-hour of Le Mans. The original Le Mans model was an 850cc cafe racer. I'm not super familiar with Moto Guzzi's bikes, but I've always loved the look of this one. With those clip-on handlebars, bikini nose fairing, and low slung seat, it just screams Aha's Take On Me video to me. Almost like it could be a more modern version of an old school board track racer. Gotta give them one thing, the Italians sure know how to build sexy machines. Maybe it's good that they don't make it anymore. I don't want to be tempted to try and find one. I'd ride it for about 3 miles and be hunched over for the next few days. The last one was produced late in the last century, so there's a pretty good chance we won't be seeing this one again. Third one up is the Kawasaki ZX-10 Tomcat. In 1988, as I was nearing the end of high school, Kawasaki dropped the Tomcat on us. I drooled hard over the bike in its top speed of 165 miles per hour, which was good enough for the fastest production bike in 1998. The 135 horsepower and 75 foot-pounds of torque were definitely enough to get your blood pumping. The Tomcat was also the first motorcycle that had the Kawi aluminum perimeter frame, but still came in with a wet weight of around 450 pounds. The last one up is going to be the Honda CTX 700. This one might come as a shock to some, but the CTX 700 was one of my 3 finalists when I was looking for my first bike. The other 2 were the Kawasaki Vulcan S and the Harley-Davidson Iron 883. The main reason why I wanted the CTX 700 because it came with an option for the DCT or dual clutch transmission. With my arthritic wrists and hands, it seemed like the perfect bike to allow me to learn to ride, yet not put too much wear and tear on my arthritis. Inability to find one local to me and the discovery of the Recluse line of clutches allowed me to choose what I really wanted, a Harley. That said, I still think it's a phenomenal bike. I'm encouraged to see Honda offering the DCT on the new Rebel 1100, but what about new riders? In my humble opinion, making it an option on the Rebel 500 as well might be the ticket to getting even more people into riding. And isn't that a good thing? Okay, that'll do it for this video. Shout out to Shadetree Surgeon for making his initial video, and also to Deluxe Chimp for making his response video as well. What bikes would you like to see resurrected from the dustbin of history? If you're new here, I make weekly content. Sundays are dedicated to motorcycles, moto vlogs, and things of that nature. Wednesdays focus on wellness or other subjects that are focusing on positivity. If you've liked this or any of my other videos, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and sharing with your friends. It really helps out the channel, and I want to do as much as I can to give back to the community. For those that are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. As always, stay shiny side up. Throttle Fiend out.